It's time for the Straight Up Wrestling Show.
What's up, everybody? This is HBT, Harry Bernard Taylor. I'm with my man, Christopher Burton.
People's Podcaster, what's going on, y'all? What's happening?
And we're here, man. We are going to rank one of the independent wrestlers, man, that we have seen in the Carolinas since the Straight Up Wrestling Show has started. You know, Chris, we have followed this man, and we have seen this man in action in Bowling Springs, South Carolina, Packlet, South Carolina, among others. So, man, yeah, we about to rank the role model, Chris James, Chris.
Yeah, man. This guy's been in the business, man, for a long time, man. I can't remember the exact amount of years, but he's been around for a while. He was trained by Chris Thunder Anderson.
Yes.
Another local legend here in the Carolinas.
Yes. Another guy we ranked one of the top tier guys.
Yeah. And he was been in a lot of factions. He's been a single competitor, tag team competitor, man. This man is about done it all in this business, man. So I'm excited. Let's get to it, man.
Okay, man. Yeah, I mean, Chris James, like you said, man, he's pretty much done it all. Goodness sake, man. Give me a second. Wow.
Having some technical difficulties over there, my man. My partner having some issues going on over there.
All right, man. Sorry about that. All right, man. First off, man, we're gonna start off with the look of Chris James. You know, when I first came in and I saw him, and I mean, you was familiar with him first. I mean, as far as contact with him, you know, I didn't go into the back room or anything like that. So you knew this guy. I had no clue who he was, or whatever. And when I first saw him, man, you know, not the biggest guy in the world, but he looked like a professional wrestler. He looked like somebody that I would see, you know, on TV or something like that back in the day. So, you know, from a distance, because, you know, we are looking at like a fan, looking at it from a standpoint of looking inside of the ring. You know, he had that wrestler's look. So what you give him on his look, Chris? And we ranking this on a 5-star scale.
On his look, man, overall, his appearance and everything, man. I'll give 4.5 stars, man, on that. I'll give him 4.5 stars on that, man.
Okay, man, that's pretty high score. I'm gonna go ahead and give him 4 stars on that, Chris. You know, as far as like you say, you know, his body type, he got that blonde hair look. He just basically does. He does have that look, but you know, I am ranking him basically probably. I probably should go 4.5 stars, but I'm gonna go ahead and go 4 stars. But I'm ranking him from the time that I saw him to the end of when I saw him, but I'm going to go ahead and give him 4 stars on that. So you gave him 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to have to come to a conclusion. I'm going to go ahead and go with 4.5 stars because, like I said, I can't justify just giving him 4 stars when I said he had that. He has that look. He has that wrestler's look and that wrestler's feel, and it comes across to you. So I'll go ahead and give 4.5 stars on that too, my man. So next, man, we have ring generalship, Chris. In my opinion, I mean, this guy has a great ring generalship. And like we said, like you said at the beginning, he was trained by one of the top guys on the independent circuit, and could have went, you know, he should have been major, could have went somewhere. But you know, Chris James was trained by one of the top tier guys. And his ring generalship, man, is
that man, he knows his way around and how to maneuver in the ring and outside the ring too, man.
No doubt.
This guy can, you know, I mean, when you think you got him in a situation in the ring or outside the ring, oh, trust me, he's already a step ahead of you, man. He's like, okay, I see where you're going with this. Now I can set up for this, and we, like I said, man, it's chess, not checkers, you know.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and give 5 stars on that, man. That ring generalship. Yeah, no doubt about that. Oh yes. All right, man. Offense. Now, you know, I've seen Chris James, man, in matches, especially basically the most memorable matches I've seen him in was against what the heck? Brian Bullock. Brian Bullock. He had that was the last big feud that I think he had. And I mean, I have seen him against Jet Morris, which I thought they had very good match. very good matches. That I've seen a couple of the matches that he was going against Jet Mars, but his matches with Brian Bullock, man, was brutal and very
they were and they were personal too, man. They were personal because they tagged together for so long and they knew each other and they were like brothers, man.
Oh yeah.
And so when you're in a situation like that, man, you know, and you know, hatred and other ill feelings start to come in and to play, and then you gotta, you know, duke it out. That rivalry was something serious, man. So yeah, that was a serious feud, man. So his toughness, man, is
Yeah. Right now, his offense, man.
His offense rather is.
Got to give him 5 stars on offense, man. I mean, he's just really, really good. I mean, like I said, he's one of these top tier guys, you know, out here on the independent on the independent circuit, and so yeah, I'm gonna go and give him 5 stars on that, and I'm sure that's what you gave him, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely give him 5 on offense, definitely.
Okay, all right, defense, man. Defense, like I say, you know, he's one of these guys. I mean, I think he has a very good defense. Now his size and his style of wrestling is going to give his opponent. He's going to give his opponents as much as he give. He's going to get, because he does not have that body where he can't be attacked, and his style is open where he can be attacked too.
Yeah.
So, but his defense is really good as far as you know, things that he can do off of that defense, you know, that he can bring back into his offense. But I'm gonna go ahead and give him, as far as on defense, I'm gonna give him 4 stars, man, because I've never seen him really beat down. His defense have not let him down to where it's basically broke him down to where he couldn't defend himself. So I'm gonna give him 4 stars on that.
Yeah, 4 stars on that, man, because like you said, man, his style of wrestling, man, even when his opponent has the upper hand, he's not out to fight. He's not out to fight to the point where, okay, I can take this and I can't come back. He's
right.
I've never seen him at that point. He always comes back with something. So I would definitely go with that rating of that 4 stars on that for defense.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me put that down. Got to remember to keep putting this stuff down. All right, man. Yeah, so definitely 4 stars on that defense. All right, man. Overcoming adversity. Now, this right here. Now, as far as overcoming adversity, man, we've had a lot of guys, man. We've talked about as far as overcoming adversity, and like I said, the guys that we have ranked so far, man, the Chase Emery, Zuka King, Chris Thunder Anderson, the Nick Furies, those guys, I think those are the only ones that we've gotten so far. I'm not sure. I think so. Those only 4, and this is the 5th one. Each one of those guys, man, have gotten
great. Jet Mars?
Jet Mars, yeah. Every one of those guys have gotten top ranking, man. Those are top tier guys, and pretty much everybody we've done so far has been top tier guys. And I have to say, this guy that we're ranking right now is a top tier guy, and it looks like his numbers is going to end up really good too. But you know, the reason I went ahead and went with Chris James, because he's one of the best ones I've seen out of this whole industry as far as on the independent circuit in the Carolinas. No doubt, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm adding all the places that me and Chris been, and everybody know we've been to a lot of places. But yeah, he's a top tier guy. Overcoming adversity, man, and you know, like I said, you know, I've seen him in some serious feuds, and I've seen him in matches against other people, and like we was talking about on his offense and defense, his offense is impeccable, man. 5 stars. His defense, we gave 4 stars, but like I said, his defense, you know, he's gonna leave himself open, but you know, I haven't seen him have any problem with adversity. He's always able to come back, bring himself back. If you're gonna beat Chris James, you gotta just beat Chris James. You know, you gotta do something to pin him some kind of way in a quick fashion, or make him tap out or whatever in a quick fashion.
Yeah, but if you're gonna make him tap out, man, you gonna really have to work on him.
Exactly.
If you're gonna get to that point, you're gonna have to.
Exactly.
So you basically got to come in, just strike, and just don't let him get nothing in. No offense, no deep, no nothing. You just got to be on top of him, man, and overwhelm him to the point where, okay, I know I got him, and then just hit him with a quick 1, 2, 3 or something to keep him off guard. Because if you let that man get time to think and get a strategy in play and how he can counter whatever you throwing at him, you're gonna be in for a long night, man. So his adversity, man, he can deal with some adversity.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's gonna come back at you no matter what. You might win the match, but he's gonna come back at you, and he's gonna that fire is gonna keep it's gonna keep going. That man, his offense is like a never ending motor. So man, I'm definitely I'm gonna go ahead and go with 5 stars on that too, Chris.
Oh yeah, definitely 5 stars. I agree with that all day long,
Yes,
man.
no doubt, no doubt. All right, ring management, man. Man,
man.
Just like we said, ring generalship, man. He's a 5-star general in there as far as managing that ring and knowing what's going on and knowing where he's at all times.
Because if he's in a tag match, he's gonna cut the ring off, man. And you ain't gonna see your partner for a while, man. If he
doubt
you out, and if he's in a tag match, and even if you're in a one-on-one, man, he's gonna have you just so messed up, man, from where he's wearing you out and hitting you with all kind of offensive things, man. You're gonna get so befuddled and get so out of your game plan. You messed up. You just like a fish out of water, man, because this man is gonna make sure he has got you so out of whack on what you want to do to him that it's just no way you can be like, okay, you're gonna have to concede. And that's right. Either tap or DP, one or two, man, or you just gonna quit or something, man. But his ring, that's 5 stars, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. My skills and likeness. Now, as far as my skills go, haven't really seen Chris talk a lot.
Yeah, he don't do a lot of talking, man. He don't do a lot of talking. I might have seen him, actually do an in-ring promo 2 or 3 times, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a couple times, and that's it. And they've been short. And as far as I talked to him. We talked to him in the back room and things like that. Chris is a lot on the quiet side when it boils down to it. From what we've seen,
he does all the talking in the ring, man.
Yes, he does, man. And that's one thing that impresses me about him. Even though he's a local wrestler, he's a star up in Boiling Springs. He on the indie scene. He's pretty much seen as a star. But that's what gives him a star persona, is that he's not out there running his mouth a lot, and that's not putting down any wrestler out there that talks a lot. That talks a lot, man. That's part of the game. But that right there, it kind of gives me, when I see him, it's kind of like when I came back and I started doing this. I used to watch George Soft all the time on TV. Chris James gave me that same kind of feel. I didn't just write and go straight to George Soft because I grew up watching him wrestle. He kind of like, but Chris James is one of the wrestlers on the indie scene that kind of gave me that, like, wow, I felt like he was somebody, and, hey, I'm not going to approach him, but, approach him very quick or whatever until, I got inside the, started going to the locker rooms with you and everything and, talk to him a little bit. But, he gives me that vibe, man, that he's a star. He can be a star. He can be somewhere real soon in this business. No doubt about that, man. So, so I definitely, on his mic skills, man, I'm going to go ahead and it was my skills and likeness. And as far as likeness, I'm going to go ahead and give him 4 stars on that. I'm going to give him 3 stars on the mic skills. So I'm going to go ahead and go with 3.5 stars, Chris.
Yeah, I'll give him likeness 4 stars. And on the mic skills, like I said, man, I give him 2.5, man. I give him 2.5.
Okay. All right.
Because like I said, he doesn't really talk a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I've had the chance to interview him a time or two, man, and he's real short and sweet and to the point, man, but he makes his point. But, he doesn't do a lot of talking. So you really don't get to gauge where his mind is at and what he's thinking. He keeps all that to himself until he gets in the ring. So that's why I give him a 2.5, man. He sits and waits,
Oh, yeah, that's true. So we're going to go ahead and give him 3 stars on the mic skills and likeness. We're going to go ahead and stick with that. Go with that. I had 3.5 since you went to 2.5. So we're going to go ahead and give him a 3 stars. So we got to break it down to that on the mic skills and likeness. Good guy, bad guy. Now, I haven't seen him as a good guy. I know he has been a good guy, but I'm going to go ahead and give him a good guy rating and bad guy rating. Now, I've seen him as a bad guy. Okay. As far as a good guy, if he was a good guy, I think he will be kind of like in between. Chris has that thing about him, he has that, he's got the brownish blonde, hair, the dirty blonde hair. He's got that look to where you're not sure. And the way he's not talking, he doesn't really talk. As far as the history of wrestling, we know guys like him are persuaded to switch, to
Yeah.
basically switch from heel to face. And,
Mhm.
he can turn on somebody or he can be faithful. So, man, basically, I'm thinking fans will kind of be like a little wishy-washy with him. Not sure.
Yeah.
But as far as the bad guy, man, I got to give him 4.5 stars on that. I'm going to give him 3.5 stars on a good guy.
Yeah, I
So
give
that's
him. I give him about 3.5 on the good guy, and I definitely on 5 stars on the bad guy, man. Because
okay. So,
we have seen him on that bad guy streak, and yeah.
yeah. So let's go ahead and give him 4 stars on that, man. Good guy,
Okay,
bad guy. How about that?
okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go roll with 4 stars. Oh, actuality, man, I'm gonna jump it up to 4.5 stars. Because like I said, I had it at 4 stars. You said what you say now? 3.5 on the good guy and 5 on the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 4 stars, man. It'd be 4 stars if I rank
Okay.
it out of your system too. All right, man. So yeah, next, man, we have marketability. Marketability. So marketability. As far as marketing him as a wrestler, you know, and I'm looking at him like when I first saw him. I mean, I think like when he came back, he had got injured. Came back, he was a little bit out of shape. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
straight up, not as in shape as he was when I first saw him. But
Mhm.
I'm looking at the first image that I saw of Chris James, and man, like I say, everything's in place. I mean, this guy, as far as his body, he's not the biggest guy in the world,
No,
but
he's
he's not the
not. No.
smallest guy in the world either. But man, I definitely can see him marketed as a wrestler. And like you say, he's got that hair. That
Mhm.
hair
Yeah.
gets him
Yeah.
over.
That's the thing that stands out, man. He's
Yes,
got it, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like his ring attire, the way he wears his trunks
Yeah.
and put that you have that shirt around him and all that, and the role model. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him 4.5 stars on that, man. At first I had 4 stars. I was thinking 4 stars, but then I started thinking about that hair. So I'm gonna jump him up to 4 stars on that. 4.5 stars on that, man.
Yeah, I can roll with that 4.5 on that too, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. All right, man. So we got one. Let's see, one more, man. His toughness.
Whew. Man, his toughness man. Look, like you said, going back to that rivalry with him and Brian Bullock.
Oh yeah,
If anybody's ever seen that, if you haven't, go back in the APW archives or the His Pro Wrestling archives. Go look up some of those matches. Those were some brutal, violent matches, man. And I mean, this guy took some beating in that rivalry. He
yeah.
took a beating. He took the best that Brian Bullock gave him, and
Out of the
still come
hundreds
back.
that we've seen, I have to say, a couple of those matches are in the top 10. Out of the hundreds we've seen
Yeah,
on the indie scene, a couple of those have to be in the top 10.
yeah,
And
exactly,
that's
man.
straight up. And man, big ups to him and Brian Bullock for putting that together.
Yeah,
But
because whew,
yeah, so
I mean, it was that was just those matches were legendary, man. Like I said, that was, oh gosh. Whew.
yeah, no doubt. 10, 15, 20, 24, 28, 31.
What would you give him on that, Harry?
Oh, I give him a 5, man. 5 stars.
Okay, 5. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Oh wow, man! Wow, this guy got a really good rating. A
Oh,
very good rating.
Here we go. Drum roll.
Look, man, right now it looked like he has like a 47.5. But let me see.
Wow.
I hadn't counted the last one, then I just now tried to add it in. But let's see, 5, 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 stars, man, out of the 10 categories that we did. So that's pretty doggone good. But yeah, let's just go ahead and give a final synopsis, and then I'll come back a little bit later, and I'll just go ahead and rank this thing, and and I'll put the poster up and everything, let everybody see. But man, yeah, he's definitely got an A. He's got an A. I look like he might have an A plus, but his numbers are right there with Chris Thunder Anderson, man. And I think he's a little bit higher than Jet Morris. But he's right up there with Chris Thunder Anderson and Chase Emery. And I think we got Zuka King number 1, and but he's right up there with like I said, with Thunder Anderson and Nick Fury. So, man, big ups to Chris James. My final say before Chris got to get out of here is Chris James is one of the top guys we've seen on the independent scene, and is, in my opinion, and me and Chris have talked about this. Not putting down anybody else in King Enterprises or whatever. Great group, but in my opinion, that's the best. That's the most talented guy that was in that group. 100%.
Yeah, man. I mean, as far as like overall and everything and the category
Yes.
we put him in, yeah, out of that, yeah, he's top notch, man. Top
No
notch.
doubt. No doubt. All right, Chris, we're out of here. Harry Taylor, HBT, for the Straight Up Wrestling Show with my man Christopher Burton.
People's Podcaster.
Everybody, peace. Have a good one.
Peace.